must everything be so hard? All right, it is Friday. Thank God, Friday. Looking forward to what God has for us. Excited for the weekend. Today is Friday. Thank God, Friday. Tomorrow we have a Bible Nuggets class tonight. Last week I ended up having to cancel the Bible Nuggets class, and so kind of sad about that. I wasn't feeling well, and so took a week off. This week we're supposed to be going into question and answer. I have some questions, and I'm going to look and see if I can't answer them. But last week we were also going to look at alcohol and what does the Bible say, and that's a very contentious subject. And I always ask people if it's why is it contentious? If the Bible is clear about it, shouldn't be contentious. But the problem is a lot of people say the Bible is not clear, but nobody cares. The Bible's very clear about lying, but yet people really don't care about lying. Why do they make alcohol such a big issue? But that's for tonight's class. Question and answer. Saturday we've got our men's meeting, men's breakfast, and our ladies' lunch, and excited about that. And the Sunday we're getting ready for church, and sorry, my allergies are really bothering me. Just excited for the weekend, the rest of the week, looking forward to what God has for us. But this morning, it's Thank God Friday, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the people that God has surrounded me with who have opinions that differ from mine. Our daughter, Alana, is much has very strong opinions on some things that are different from mine, and as I've settled in as a pastor and as a missionary here in Germany, I've discovered that not everybody believes the same way I do. And what it has caused me to do is look at what I believe and why. On deputation, I've told the story before, I got asked about my standings on the Lord's Supper and whether I believe in open, close, or closed communion, and that's a topic for another day. But I knew what I knew, I just didn't know how to explain it. And then as I started researching it, I changed my view, and then I changed it again. And the same thing has happened with the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday crucifixion. The more I encounter people who believe differently than I do, the more I learn on the subject. And so I'm thankful for the people that God has placed around me, my daughter especially. My daughter really was kind of the driving force for this. When you have somebody who disagrees with you, it's easy. I work with a young man who believes completely different than I do, and he's very vocal about his beliefs. And so when somebody starts questioning him, or when somebody asks him a question, instead of answering or instead of listening, he just starts getting louder and louder. And when we disagree with people, we've gotten to that place in life where social media and everything else has surrounded us with people who agree with us. And so it's easy to believe that because others believe the way we do, that we are 100% right, and that 100% right makes it easy to get very loud instead of listening, to just argue over. And you can't do that with your daughter. My daughter knows me. My daughter, I love my daughter, and so rather than get, and so what I have discovered is the more I listen to people, the more I learn. And so if God has placed someone in your life you disagree with, if God has placed someone in your life who believes, start asking them questions, start listening to them. Ask yourself, am I right in the way I understand this? I've always used the fact that growing up, my mother was a single mother. It was several of us kids. We lived in public housing and on welfare, and people say, you shouldn't live that way for such a long time. Well, I look back, the system is set up to encourage people to live like that. But we never let it stop us. My brother, very successful as a businessman, and I have made a life for myself with the military, and now outside of the military, and as a pastor and a missionary, and so when I hear people say we need to get rid of welfare, I always argue, well, there's a need for it, and I understand some people abuse it, but they abuse it because that's the way we've set the system up, and so I'm so far off topic right now. I apologize. My allergies and all of that. Find people who disagree with you and have a conversation with them. We need to stop shouting over people. We need to stop telling people they're wrong and start asking them why they believe they do. We need to start looking at the things around us. When we start asking people, when we start looking at, when we start listening to people, we'll discover that there's a lot more to learn than what we know we know. And so, excuse me, this morning I'm thankful for the people who have different opinions, different beliefs, different understandings of things that God has placed around me. It has helped me to understand what I believe and why I believe it. It has helped me to be more solid. It has helped me to correct areas where I was wrong. And so look at the people around you. Be thankful for them. Don't be angry at them for not believing the way you do. Ask yourself why they believe, and then have that conversation with them as well. Thankful for today. Thankful for the people that God has surrounded me with. Thankful for the people that God has surrounded me with who I disagree with, because it helps me to understand myself and my relationship with God better. It helps me to understand God better. And so I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I look forward to what the class tonight, to the men's breakfast tomorrow morning. I look forward to our services on Sunday. God is really doing some amazing stuff here at Wiesbaden, and I hope you can pray for us. I hope you can be a part of it. Y'all have a good Friday. God bless.